Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibby Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. Today is Friday, March 5th, 2021, and we are on day 64. Day 64 of the 365-day game of life, the 2021 edition. And I hope that you are playing along with me, and I hope you're playing well this week. So this week, my weight has gone from 139.5 to 141.5 to 137.5. So it's been all over the place. And I'm in a battle with Travis now. And, you know, it's fun. Those battles do kind of make you think, ooh, I'm not going to do that. Because you want to win. So even though I think Travis will win, I still have this small thought that, well, if I don't do that, maybe I could win. So those battles are fun if y'all have never tried those battles. When you hop on this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you are having. Good morning, Ron. He's having a perfect day in Snellville today. Amy Carpenter from Ohio is having a perfect day. And as we're doing this, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was this morning in my Bible reading. I was reading in Matthew where it talks about Jesus going and being tempted. So after he's baptized by John the Baptist and God descends down as a dove and said, "This is my son with whom I'm well pleased." Right after that, Jesus goes into the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights and he's tempted. And you know what the thought came to my head? 40 days and 40 nights he was tempted. I don't even like being tempted for 40 minutes. How many of you are like that? You don't even like the 40 minutes. So next time we're being tempted, let's think, I'm not going to have to go through 40 days and 40 nights. Think that. Maybe that can be a little thing to get us through. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is kind of pushing the limits. And I will talk about that after I do the devotion. I'm going to go ahead and do the devotion right now. And then I'll come back in and chat with y'all. So today's devotion is called Worship. And the verse is Romans 12:1. Romans 12:1. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. There have been times where I thought to myself, I'm sacrificing this little thing for me, but I've used the strategy. Y'all, you got to have your strategies. Lots and lots of strategies that you can use at every single moment. See, in this game of life, you're your best coach, but you can only be your best coach if you've listened to enough other information from the lifestyle that you live to be your own best coach. So one of the things is that I say to myself, you know, you might think this is small, but the Lord thinks that you're doing this is big. So I'm doing this big thing for the Lord so we can sacrifice. What we fix our attention, heart, and mind on is what we'll worship. What we worship becomes magnified. And what is magnified will consume us and perpetuate more and more worship. If we think about this in light of food struggles, we can see how easily incessant thoughts of food can crowd out thoughts of God. We must beware. God made us to consume food, but food was never supposed to consume us. We were made to crave, focus on, magnify, and worship God, God alone. The author of Psalms beautifully illustrates why worshiping God is what we were made to do. Your ways, God, are holy. What God is as great as our God? You are the God who performs miracles. You display your power among the peoples. The psalmist also describes how God performed miracles such as dividing the sea, leading his people out of captivity, bringing water from the rock, and giving the Israelites everything they needed to survive. But they eventually forgot all that God had done for them. But they continued to sin against him, rebelling in the wilderness against the Most High. They willfully put God to the test by demanding the food they craved. When the Lord heard their complaints, he was furious. That's never good. They willfully put God to the test by demanding the food they craved. Now, this is a line I need to read over and over. Honestly, many of the verses from Psalm 78 hit me hard because they so specifically address inappropriate cravings and the reality of how God feels about them. Will somebody type in Psalm 78 so in case y'all want to go back and read that later, you'll remember that. And the truths of this chapter answer so many questions about why this journey has been such a crucial part of my spiritual growth. Like the Israelites, I have tasted God's provision and the deep satisfaction of his love. I too have seen God work in mighty ways. I've been led through the impossible. He's guided me through trials. He's brought living water to replace dried up places. He's given me everything, and I don't want to forget. Not with my mind, not with my soul, and not with my heart, and certainly not with my body. So how do we make the shift from worshiping food to worshiping God? We stop intending to worship God and start getting intentional. I'm going to read that again because it can seem a little confusing. We stop intending. Intending means like I'm fixing to, if you're in the South, you're fixing to curl your hair or you're fixing to go out. But intending, I stop intending to worship God and I start getting intentional. Being intentional is the act. One small act of obedience is better than 100 good intentions. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. The words, I urge you, prompt me to know this isn't something I should intend to consider. Offering my body to the Lord as an act of worship is something I need to get intentional about implementing. What are some good choices you've been intending to make? How can you get intentional with those things today, this week, this month, this year? Think how good you'll feel to look back on this day as the day you started walking toward victory. Indeed, what we fix our attention, heart, and mind on is what we'll worship. What we worship becomes magnified, and what is magnified will consume us and perpetuate more and more worship. I'm going to read the prayer in the end. But one of the things that I thought about was picking your Shibboleth birthday. So many of us have already picked that day, but we've got to pick that Shibboleth birthday. Do you know there's a lot of people that accept Jesus, but it never gets written down on the day that they accept that? And I think that's an important thing to do. On the day that you lead somebody to Jesus, make sure that they write that down so they don't ever forget. Because there are days that they're going to wonder. There's going to be days that they question things. And maybe you give them a Bible if you help them accept Jesus. And maybe in the front of this, this isn't a Bible, but this is Made to Crave Devotional by Lisa Turkhurst. But maybe you write in there the day that they accepted Jesus. And on those days they're having a hard time, they can go back to that and they can look and they can go, wow, on this day I made a decision to do the right thing. And I decided my new birthday, I was born again. So if you ever lead somebody to Jesus, which I hope y'all are, write that in a Bible for them so they don't. That's one thing that I wish I had. I don't have that. And I, as a school principal of a private Christian school, we used to do that. We'd give them something. Mr. Etta Haskell would give them a certificate. And that's something they can remember forever if it doesn't get thrown away. But if you put it in a Bible, it's typically not going to get thrown away. So see what happens in Shibboleth. The reason our website is so robust and it has so many things is because Travis is a very, very, very smart man. And he also knows that he's having to do this for himself. And all the things that he wants to do for himself, he shares with us. Y'all, that makes me want to tear up. He does all this to share with us. So mark your Shibboleth birthday. All right. What else was I going to say in here? So it says, as an act of worship is something I need to get intentional about implementing. So what that means is, and I heard Travis say it this week in a video or something, it says, when's the right time to do the right thing? Right now. So let's quit intending to do things and start to intentionally implement them. So let me say good morning to everybody, and then we're going to pray that little devotion. I might have to save my little pushing the limits thing for another day. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Jonathan. Holla meal for Jonathan today, and he's headed to the gym. Jonathan, I don't know if you're still on here, but I just have to say that your now pictures, I never thought anything about, like before, like I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I never thought, oh, he didn't look good. I thought, Jonathan, this is Jonathan. But now when I see your now pictures compared to the other pictures, I'm like, wow, that is amazing. It's like a different person, totally different person. So keep doing everything that you're doing, Jonathan. Wanda, good morning, Wanda from Dalton, having a perfect day. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy's having a perfect day. IMF, baby, is what she says. I'm doing an IMF day today as well. Hey, Samantha, good morning. Good morning, Charlene. She's having a holiday. She's having a book club tonight. Charlene, you enjoy that. Book club is fun with your friends. Good morning, Margaret from Nebraska, having a perfect day. Tracy Nichols, good morning, she says, from Austell, having a perfect day. Hey, Anita, good morning. Anita from Hiram, having a perfect day. Okay, Wanda, day 51 of EFB. Wow, that is an EFB streak right there. Way to go, Wanda. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Good morning, Andrea. Holiday here while on probably a girls trip. Enjoy, Andrea. See, this is what we've got in our hands. We've got a lifestyle. You can enjoy that girls trip, and then you can get right back to business. That's kind of like what happened with me. I had those holidays in February, and then I weighed that 139.5. And then on Wednesday morning after a holiday on Tuesday, I weighed 141.5. Today I'm at 137.5. So if we just get right back to business, I had 4 pounds come off yesterday. Now we know that wasn't fat. That was just stuff that was weighing things. So that'll be fine, Andrea. You enjoy yourself. Hey, Polly Jones, good morning. Good morning. It's a perfect day in Dalton, loving her life, ready for spring. Guess who gave me this shirt? Patricia Hurt gave me this shirt. It's so cute. It's got some satin through there. It's kind of a girly cut. It's got a little satin trim around there. So for my birthday, Patricia gave me this shirt. Good morning, Alicia. And Polly, I hope things are going well. Are you feeling all right? And thank y'all for typing in the verse. Wow, Andrea's okay, so she's going on that girls trip, but it's her first holiday in 23 days. Enjoy and get right back to business. Yes, we've got to have a game plan. Game plan is amazing. I love the game of life with the coaching and the strategies and all that. It just seems like a perfect fit for what we do every day. Good morning, Lori from Ohio, having a perfect day. Hey, Tammy, thank y'all for typing in Psalm 78 in case y'all want to go back and read that. I know I do. Good morning, Marla, a perfect day in Canton. Oh, hit a new low. It's been 10 years since I weighed what I weigh today. New low. Woo! New low. Awesome. I'm still working hard to get to maintenance. You'll get there. You will get there. Good morning, Panna. I'd love that in black and white because I'd love to be able to print it out and post it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You'll have to tell me. Polly says her mother used to tell her when I would say I'm fixing to, that I could fix to do something all day and still not do it. That's right. That's right. I'm glad you picked up on that. So do it now. Yeah, Marla, Travis was awesome last night. Absolutely awesome. Good morning, Sandy and Sharon. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Kelly. EFB challenge with Jason and an IMF day. Hey, Monica, having an IMF day in Lawrenceville. And thank you. Alicia, awesome. Alicia is in EFB and loving it. Fabulous, Alicia. I'm glad that you're there. Well, let's end up this Friday, this week, with this prayer, and then I will see y'all again on Monday morning. If you're near Kennesaw, please come to class in the morning. We can have up to 20 people, so y'all come on, okay? And we can have a great time. Let's see, Tracy! Whoa, Tracy! I'm going to have to start using this more often. Down 7.7 pounds since Monday. Way to go. That is awesome, Tracy. You're doing it. All right, here's her prayer. Dear Lord, please help me to identify my inappropriate cravings today. I offer them back to you and ask you to take them as my act of worship today. I want to crave you and only you in Jesus' name. And reading that Psalm 78, we'll see the different cravings that he meant, you could pray about, not just the food ones. So, all right. Yes, watch the recorded, Kelly. It was good. It was good. Okay, Christy, IMF Day in Buford. There's several people that's local to me. Awesome. Good, good. Well, y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you Monday.